generally speaking on the channel, we just kind of take the truck off-roading, we take the Mustang to the track, we just go out and have a little bit of fun. But this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to talk about the utility purpose of the truck. As you can see behind me, I do have a tonneau cover or a bed cover on the truck. I've had it for the last couple months. Actually, I did, whenever I first bought the truck, I bought this bed cover from a company named Autosaver 88 from Amazon. And I really just got it because when I bought the truck, I got it to actually take the trash off. And various different things. I mean, a bed cover does help things from keep getting wet. And this one does serve its purpose. Whenever I was at Florida, one of the edges of this bed cover started to pull back. But about a couple weeks ago, a company named MostPlus reached out to me and wanted me to do a review of their tonneau cover. And I said, well, sure, I mean, we'll see the quality. And they sent me out a tri-fold cover, as this one's also a tri-fold. So I'm gonna remove this cover today. It's a very simple process, and I had to do that in Florida, and I've done it a couple other times. And we're gonna unbox the MostPlus's tri-fold cover, and we're gonna install it, and we're gonna use it for a little bit, take some trash off. I'm gonna talk about it, some of the fuel saving benefits of having a tonneau cover, and we're just gonna see how the quality is as we install their cover and the ease of install. So I'm gonna give my honest review compared to the Autosaver 88 that I bought from Amazon not too long ago, but again, it has started pulling at the very edge, and I'm gonna show you that here shortly, and just let you know the quality overall and just how it looks. But let's get started. Let's go ahead and get this cover off, and let's go ahead and do the unboxing of the MostPlus's bed cover. Before we start the actual uninstall of this bed cover, the Autosaver 88 bed cover, I did want to show you kind of where it was pulling away. I've shown this in another video prior, but it has started to pull away just from the frame of the tonneau cover. I don't know if this is fixable or if it's came unglued. I've had this bed cover for a couple months. So let's see the MostPlus's quality compared to this one. This has not led to this one to leak. However, it is, slightly unsightly, especially for just being a couple months old. But let's go ahead and get this one installed. So let's go ahead and remove this. Of course, we're gonna take down the bed, the tailgate. There's two latches on this one. And you just kind of swing it back. And we have to climb up in the bed of the truck. And there is two more latches here that we want to do. And that's really all of that, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the bed here. And we'll go ahead and take this off. Swing it around. It's easy, doesn't it? Okay. And there we go. And that one is off the truck. So let me go and get the, let me go in the garage and get the MostPlus bed cover, and we'll go and get it unboxed and installed. So here's the box that it comes packaged in. This is a 5-foot bed cover. It's actually very nice packaging, and we'll get this unboxed here very shortly. So I'm just gonna read you the description that they have on their website. The price of this right now, as they have it listed, is $209.99. They apparently have right now a Labor Day sale as I'm reading this. They have options for a 5-foot soft roll up, a 5-foot hard 3-fold, a 5-foot soft 3-fold, which is what I have right here. This is supposed to have a heavy duty aluminum powder coated frames, quick clamp, no drill installation, and opens up for 2/3 bed access. So this is for the tri-fold, which is this one right here. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed and we'll get it installed. All right, so guys, we're just going to get this unboxed. Quite a bit of tape, just as there's anything else with a lot of tape on it, as you can see. And Well, I may have to put you down right quick. Give me a second, guys, while I do this. Okay, let me put you to the side here. Might make it a little bit easier. That's what we'll do. All right, let's go ahead and get this in box. Okay, there's some hardware. Okay, almost there. A lot of packaging, which, I mean, that's for safe transport. I get it. All right. So here we go. It does have some straps, so you can strap it up if you're doing the tri-fold option, which is nice. Seems well made. Has some good rubber sealing there. And it comes, like I said, with this hardware. And it also has a light if you don't have bed lighting, which if you see my video on that, you know that I do. But for some people that don't, that would be very handy. Okay. Okay. So for install, it looks kind of similar to a lot of the other tri-folds. So this install should be rather quick, honestly. The quality feels nice, I must say. It's well packaged. It comes with instructions. Let me see how. They are well written. Good pictures. I'll show you that. So they are, you can see right here, they got some good pictures. So that seems very well put together. So if you need help doing that. So let's get this installed. So this is the story of it all. It kind of started raining on me. So I'm gonna try to get this cover on kind of quickly before it gets really soaked. This is kind of similar to the other one. It has these clamps right here. So I will adjust those and clamp them onto the edges of the bed. This one I do like better because I can see already that this one you don't have to use this rubber grommet type thing or rubber foam pads like you did on my other one. It has some very nice seal right here. So that's gonna be very handy. So let's go ahead and get this on the truck and I'll do some use case scenarios with taking some trash off like I mentioned. and just some other talking points. We'll talk about it a little bit. The benefits of having a tonneau cover. You know, this is their badging. Again, it's a very nice quality. As you can see, it is waterproof, except for now the bed is wet because it was open. But let's go and get this finished up. So as you can see, that was wet. I had to change clothes. I got the bed cover on though, as I mentioned. So I just wanted to cover exactly how to use the tri-fold cover. It's very similar to the one I had. I'm gonna try to show you before it starts raining again because it's still drizzling. So let's flip this around right quick and I'll show you. All right, so you just pull, well, let's unlock it first. All right. So you just pull your tailgate down. You can see, I hope you can, there are just two latches here on the back side. Okay, 1 and 2. All right, so that unlocks it. Loosen this a little bit more. Okay. Sometimes you have to push down just a little bit. Let me set you up right quick. It's hard to do things, you know, as I mentioned, always one hand. Okay. There we go. Came loose. All right. So it's a little bit tighter than the other, which is actually a good thing. It's more secure, it feels like. So then you just flip it up. Okay. And then you need to actually move these. You push it down and just scoot it over a little bit so it'll lock. Okay. Let's do that to the other side. Get down and just over an inch there so it'll be secure. And you can just flip it here. And these have some nice straps. So you can strap it down while you're actually using it like this. So you do have, I think it's 2/3 of your bed available, even with this on it. So you don't have to remove it fully to use the bed. Again, you have 2/3 of the bed available. If you need the full bed, you would have to remove the whole cover. So then you just tighten it down. Do that to the other side. Okay. All right. And it's secure. So that's the way it would be if you were just wanted to use 2/3 of the bed. So then to actually undo that, you just unstrap those again or unclip them, more or less, and reverse it essentially. Okay. Flip it back over and it will stay in place. And you'll move these back to where they need to be and back that way. Let's go to the other side, do that. Okay. And I can hear it storming again in the background, so hopefully we can get this done before it storms. Okay. And down we go. Okay, I'm gonna set you right here. And again, reverse order. I've already set it to where it needs to be. Now, again, I said this was a lot tighter, which is a good thing. The back end is tighter. They are metal. These things right here are metal on the back, so they're more secure for the back. Then you just do this, if you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can. Yep, you should be able to. So I got that actually positioned wrong. The good thing about these is they're actually adjustable. Let me scoot you up here. Then you actually fix it this way. I pushed it over. I pushed it over this way versus actually this way. Okay, it needs to be in the center for the Colorado. No big deal. This side's right. Good deal. Okay, let's go back down with it. Get you back situated. Okay. It should be right this time. Yeah, it's good. All right. On to the other side. So this is what it looks like, okay? It looks like it's got some pretty good seal. It looks nice. Now this right here, it's not pulled up. This is actually the seal. I've tried to tighten it down as much as I can, and that's fine. I think that that'll be all right. The biggest thing I want to see is actually, is it going to be more secure going down the road? It does have a little wiggle. I mean, it's a tri-fold. It's not a hard cover. It is still a soft cover. It does seem like, again, it's going to be more secure in the sense that it's not going to move around as much as the other one. That's a good thing. The thing about having a bed cover or a tonneau cover is you don't have to worry about things flying out, because I'm sure if you've had a truck for any amount of time, if you've actually been hauling anything, especially cardboard, it will fly out, and it will fly out on the person behind you, and that's not okay. So this takes care of that. It does help supposedly. Now, and some people may argue this, it does help some with gas savings. I've noticed maybe a mile and a half gas increase, or mile per gallon increase. With the tonneau cover, it's not the greatest, but it does help some. Another positive thing is it does keep things dry. If you're actually going on vacation and you don't have enough room actually in the truck itself, which again, a 4-door truck, you do have a lot more room than say a 2-door truck, but not so much as say a SUV. So this does actually help with that. This actually gives you a lot more room, because you can actually use the bed of the truck as storage, and it works wonderfully. We used to actually go into Florida, the bed of the truck, for quite a bit of storage, and it was tremendous. And the good thing about the soft cover versus I would imagine a hard cover is it's easy to take off. I mean, again, you have those 2 clips on the back and then 2 clips on the front side. They are metal, but they're not very hard to take apart. One of the use case scenarios, of course, is just driving. I mean, you got to drive your vehicle, and your bed of the truck's going to be closed, ideally with a bed cover or tonneau cover. So as you can see right here, it is closed. It's not moving around. It's actually pretty stable. It's doing well. We're going right now 60 miles an hour. There's not a lot of movement back there. So it seems like it's pretty sturdy. MostPlus does a really good job with that. The material seems very, very good. You know, right now, again, we're going 60 miles an hour around some curvy roads. Miles per gallon, I don't know yet. I'll show you here in just a second. I'll pause, because I just pulled out. I just turned the truck on, and it does this real world mile per gallon. So in a second, it'll tell me, I think somewhere yesterday when I was driving it, and this is pretty similar to the other bed cover, tonneau cover, and a lot of them are going to be similar. There's not going to be a huge difference between, you know, those covers necessarily. Around 21, 22 miles per gallon. Driving on the highway, city's always going to be compromised, just because, you know, well, for instance, it's always going to be compromised because you're stop and going. But as you can see in some of these clips right now, again, the cover's just very sturdy. I'm very content with it. I would say it's much more sturdy than the other cover that I had on there. Here in just a second, I'll roll it up just so you can see the tri-fold effect and show you how sturdy it is with it rolled up. That's another use case scenario. I don't have anything in the bed of the truck right now that I think would fly away, so it should be safe to roll it up and just kind of give you that scenario as well. I think that's very important that you have both, just so you know what you're purchasing. All right, guys, I told you I'd actually try to do a quick little review. This might be a little bit split up, different day, I think the next day, but a review of the cover actually opened, just kind of going down the highway, kind of the same path I took yesterday with actually the bed closed. Just wanted to show you that it was secure. I got it strapped up back there like I showed you. Gonna go same path, 55 to 60 miles an hour on this road. Show you that it's very sturdy. The MostPlus bed cover does very well. Of course, your miles per gallon is going to suffer a little bit, but at least it gives you 3/4 of your bed space there in the back, so you can still use your bed, which is very handy. You can actually still haul things. So if you have a box or something like that, then you can still utilize that space. So that's very nice. You do lose, of course, that quarter of the bed or whatnot, but if you need to take it off or whatnot to use that space, you absolutely can. It's not very hard to get off. There's 2 extra latches that are metal that you can disconnect. But the good thing is if you just kind of barely do it and you have a general idea of where it needs to go back, So that's not a very hard process to do if you need to. So just keep that in mind. And as you can see back there, it's swaying around a little bit, but you can tighten it up if you need to, just a little bit more. I have it tightened a little bit, but it's down enough and it's secure enough that it's okay. It's not gonna come up, it's not gonna move anywhere, it's not gonna come up and hit anybody or anything like that. It is secure, it's heavy enough, the material is heavy enough to hold down, and it is latched down with those ties. It's a very nice bed cover. But I did just want to show you that, just to kind of give you the full perspective of what this is like, what the tonneau cover is like. You know, again, mile per gallon with it down, you gain about a mile and a half. It up, I mean, you might lose just a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be a drastic amount. These 2.7 Turbo Maxes, they get pretty good gas mileage anyways. So you're not really going to, you know, lose a whole lot of amount as long as you're not driving crazy. But I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for supporting the channel. Again, if you would like this cover, look at the description. I got the website, the link to this bed cover, and to some of the other products that MostPlus offers, and also the discount code that they've provided me, very kindly of them, for you all to use if you'd like to purchase your own. But again, thank you for watching, and until next time, see ya.